there's some estimates from within the military that it's going to take up to 2 years to actually to fully get back to the level that it was before July of this year. And that's primarily because of rotating troops in and out of theatres and putting equipment in the right places. But there's probably a bigger impact in terms of morale. So the additional troops were called in pretty much at the same time as the government was announcing serious cutbacks in the military.
Now, politicians announced the cuts back in 2010. 30,000 members of the military will go in total over a 10-year period. The army is the biggest force with just over 100,000 personnel. It's been ordered to cut about a fifth of its headcount before 2020. Now, the Navy and the RAF are much smaller in comparison. Both have to shrink from 35,000 to 30,000 by 2018. This is very much one of the biggest shake-ups we've seen in the military in recent years, and it's already underway. Last year we saw 2 tranches of cuts, but troops are aware that there are still more to come. And of course, during these tough economic times, politicians are looking to cut costs, and the military isn't immune. It's cutting costs and people across all 3 of its services. And while that may balance the budget, when the private sector failed to provide enough security during the Olympics, it was the military that stepped in.
A highly sophisticated military machine like the British Armed Forces can certainly get back into the swing of things. I would say in many cases by now, never mind in a year's time or 2 years' time, after an operation like that, which was known about well in advance, even though some elements of it did cause short-term disruption. And in terms of morale of British troops, I think overall British soldiers, British military personnel who were involved in that operation at the Olympics, certainly the ones I've spoken to, most of them had a very good time. Most of them enjoyed doing it. Most of them saw the worth of what they were doing. It was something quite different from what they've been used to, and it was not negative for morale in my opinion. Let's not forget, we are a member of the we're a permanent member of the UN Security Council. We do have global responsibilities that are left over from our history. We are a major player still on the world stage, but I think by reducing our defence capabilities such that we will not be able to take part in many things that we should, our influence will wane, and that will of course have an impact not purely on defence, but also on our economic development. One of the benefits of being a world power is what it does for our economy and for our international trade, and I think that there will be an impact on all of those things from these defence cuts.
That base plate's jumping.